welcome to youtube.com/ndtv. I'm Gargi Rawat. Well, every day we ask you about the stories that you want to know more about. And our top 5 stories today: coronavirus, manic Monday for Asian stocks. There's been a bloodbath at the stock markets today, with markets Sensex crashing over 2,000 points. An all-out oil price war now. This has also impacted the market. It's not just the fears over coronavirus and the impact and fears over the impact it may have on the economy, but also this oil price war with Saudi Arabia slashing the price of oil in this war or this competition with Russia. Yes Bank founder Rana Kapoor questioned by probe agency. He was questioned by the Enforcement Directorate yesterday, and the CBI today was conducting raids in several places in Mumbai in connection with the case against him. They've also named Rana Kapoor's daughters and wife in the bribery case that they have put against Rana Kapoor. Kerala Mask Festival in the time of COVID-19. Now this Kerala has 6 active cases of coronavirus. A child was confirmed today, a 3-year-old child, and that takes the total number of cases in Kerala to 6. 5 of a family were confirmed yesterday with coronavirus. All of them, all these people and their families had traveled to Italy and caught the virus there. Clearly, now Kerala, remember, was the first place where coronavirus was detected with 3 cases, but all 3 of them have recovered since from the virus. But now it has 6 active cases, and of course the main emphasis of governments is avoid crowded places, try and avoid big gatherings. However, today there was this women's festival in Kerala, in which you have women lining up on the streets of Kerala and cooking on the streets, and this is a traditional festival, and the government felt they couldn't really ban it, but they have put some sort of restrictions in place, or some sort of care they have taken to given that coronavirus is spreading in the country. So let's take a look at first the markets today, and the Sensex, now it's recovered slightly, if you could call it that. It was way over 2,000. Now it's at 1942. So Sensex crashes 1942 points on rampaging coronavirus and plunging oil. So this is a big fear. And of course today it was also a number of issues: the coronavirus, the oil prices being slashed. Also in India, of course, Yes Bank is one of the issues that is on the minds of investors and what's going to happen next. So stock markets crashed by 5% today, with the Nifty, with the Sensex ending weaker by 1942 points, and the Nifty ended at 10,451. So that's a massive loss for the stock markets today. And the coronavirus is fast acquiring a pandemic proportions, and that is the fear as more and more countries. Italy has shut down a vast areas within Italy as well, and of course China has had a lockdown as well. So the impact that this is going to have on the markets, people aren't flying out, a lot of businesses are getting affected, the hotel industry is getting affected. So all this coronavirus has relentlessly spread through the world, with the number of infected people worldwide today crossing a 1 lakh mark, and there's also 100 countries. That's what the World Health Organization said today, that 100 countries today have people who have confirmed COVID-19 cases. So that is another big sort of development. Now in India, the number of infected people has risen to 44, as 5 more people have tested positive in the past 24 hours. So that is the state in India. So there was turmoil in the stock market, firstly because of coronavirus and the fears of what the impact is going to be in the days to come on the economy, and also turmoil over the oil issue, turmoil in the oil market. This is after Saudi Arabia started a price war with Russia by slashing its selling prices and pledging to unleash pent-up supply onto the market. So this has also taken the world by surprise and led to this crash that we're seeing in the markets today. Investors around the world are now looking at central banks to announce measures to shield the world economy from the virus. So that is one of the big stories that we are continuing to track. So a combination of various factors, coronavirus as well as the oil shock that we're seeing on the markets today. Now, what does the government's top economic officer have to say regarding the crash in oil prices, which may not be so bad for India. So, Economic Affairs Secretary Atani Chakrabarti has said that no measures are required because these are exogenous factors on which sometimes markets react. That today there are all these factors that are happening. It's out of our control. The country's internal economy, he says, is absolutely stable. So that is what the Economic Affairs Secretary had to claim regarding the crisis that we're seeing today in the stock market. So let's also take a look at the Yes Bank case, because that's a big story that we'll continue to track, and it also of course has an impact on the sentiment in the market. Now Rana Kapoor, the founder of Yes Bank, was arrested Sunday morning in the early hours. He's in Enforcement Directorate custody now till the 11th. But the CBI has also filed a case against him of corruption and bribery charges. And in that case by the CBI today, they held raids in 7 places in Mumbai in connection with that case. And they've also charged his Rana Kapoor's wife and daughter as in the alleged bribery case. So Roshni Kapoor, Rana Kapoor's daughter, in fact, was stopped at the Mumbai airport yesterday. She was she was about to board a flight to London when she was stopped because there was a lookout circular that had been issued against her. So this case is continuing, and the CBI also waiting perhaps after the 11th of March when the Enforcement Directorate custody ends. The CBI will seek custody of Rana Kapoor. Now the other big story today that we've been tracking, in fact, for the last couple of days, are the name and shame posters that were put up in Lucknow by the UP government naming anti-CAA protesters. Over dozens of names were on that poster with their addresses, and these are people who they're just allegations against them. The case hasn't been proven, even a charge sheet has not been filed. So it was absolutely outrageous that you put up these posters in various crossroads and prominent places where you have the pictures of these people as well as their addresses. And today the Allahabad High Court has in a setback to the UP government, said that the posters must be taken down forthwith, citing the right to privacy as a fundamental human right recognized by the United Nations, as well as the Supreme Court. The judges said that the government's move to display photographs and personal details of the accused on roadside hoardings was an unwarranted interference in privacy. The Lucknow administration was asked to forthwith remove those posters, but at the same time, they were also have been asked to submit a compliance report to the Registrar General by March 16th. Now, NDTV had been speaking to many of those whose names were there, and they had spoken about how they felt completely exposed, and they felt this was as if calling for some sort of a mob action against them, given that their addresses were also given on these posters. So now the High Court, in fact, very interestingly, the High Court stepped in yesterday on a Sunday and took up this case suo motu. That means nobody approached them, but they took it up on a Sunday, which is actually a court holiday. So first there was a hearing at 10 o'clock. And then by the time the government officials could come, the hearing took place at 3 o'clock. And today the order was given, and the UP government has been asked to forthwith remove these posters that have been put up in Lucknow, and also submit a report as well. Well, that's all the time we have for you today. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.